What's up guys, it's your boy Milano Miguel, back at it again with another video. Today's episode 10 of season 2 of the AC Milan vlog series, so here we go. Here we go. Match day 10 in the Italian Serie A, Sampdoria versus Milan. Sampdoria is always a hard game for Milan. We always end up getting a draw, or better yet, maybe a loss. Difficult team to play because Sampdoria is a team that, sits back and tries to hit you on the counterattack. But if you haven't got a chance to watch my recap against Milan versus Celtic, I know I kind of uploaded it late, but go ahead and watch that before you watch this video. But anyways, into the starting lineup: Donnarumma, Calabria, Romagnoli, Gabbia, Theo Hernandez, Kessie, Tonali, Salmakers, Brahim Diaz, Çalhanoğlu playing at left wing, and Ante Rebic at the top. Milan started off this game quite well. They seemed comfortable. They had a lot of possession. Frank Kessie ended up getting a very harsh yellow card in the beginning stages of the game. And you get a little bit worried because Kessie is that player that has to take the crunching tackles, and sometimes he has to take a yellow for the team. So that was a bit worrying, but nevertheless Milan looked fine. Gianluigi Donnarumma would come up big early, saving Tonelli's header from Sampdoria. It was just one of those amazing reflex saves that Gigio Donnarumma has. And again, this is why we're saying that Gigio Donnarumma is a world-class goalkeeper, and he's one of those who are going to be the best goalkeepers in history. I think if Donnarumma continues to progress the way that he is, no doubt about it, he can go down as the best keeper in history, honestly. Rebic would have an opportunity after Hauga would connect to Salmakers, and Salmakers would just get the ball into the box, and Rebic, I think Rebic didn't have his shooting boots on today, in all honesty, but good from Rebic. He was doing the high press. He was trying to get Sampdoria to cheaply lose the ball and try to get a goal. In the 38th minute, we had an opportunity where Rebic almost scored, but it was ruled out by VAR. Initially, the header that Rebic had was going to cross the line, and then the defender headed it out, but there was also a foul between Tonelli and Rebic. So either way, if he scored, it wouldn't have been counted because of the foul. But VAR ruled it out. Looked really close, looked like it almost went over the line, but it didn't. Ruled out in the 38th minute. Now, controversy time. Yankto would concede a penalty in about the 44th minute for a handball, which I'm hearing a lot of people on Twitter saying that that's not a penalty, Milan always gets penalties, blah blah blah. Shut up, because when this happened to us in the Coppa Italia, what was it, semi-final first leg with Calabria, nobody was saying anything at all. It's a harsh penalty, yes. The handball rule needs to be changed, so that's something that we have already established. I think with last year's season in Serie A, we saw how many penalties were given because of that handball issue. So it shouldn't be a surprise. So don't hate on Milan because they get a penalty when that penalty has been consistently given throughout the season. It sucks. It's harsh. But it is what it is. Milan get the penalty. Frank Kessie, the talisman who has only missed 2 penalties in his Milan career, steps up, scores the penalty, and Milan go up 1-0 right before halftime. Very much needed. I think Milan played really well in the first half. They had about 71% possession compared to Sampdoria, and we had about 8 shots, 5 on target. Again, we were unlucky. Sampdoria's pitch is kind of trash because a lot of players were slipping and sliding. Brahim Diaz couldn't shoot, Rebic couldn't shoot, nobody could get the ball into the back of the net. Again, harsh penalty on Yankto, but that is a penalty. It has been called before. Milan have had that go against them before, and today Milan was just a lucky team and they got the result from that call. Halftime, pretty much decent. Milan winning 1-0. Howard would come off the bench to replace Brahim Diaz, and to be fair, Brahim Diaz got the start, but he didn't have the best of games. I just think that Howard was just the better option. I don't know why Howard didn't start, even though he had a great game against Celtic. But yeah, that substitution was made, and it was a well-needed change, because Hakan playing on the left is just not it. Hakan should just be used as a center attacking midfielder, and Howard should be on the left. Again, this was a game where we kind of missed Zlatan Ibrahimovic. His height would have helped a lot, because Milan was swinging in balls to the box like we had somebody to get on top of the ball. But we didn't have anybody. Rebic can't do that. Rebic is also better playing off on left wing, but because Zlatan is out, he's playing that number 9 role. You just gotta make do with what you got. Sandro Tonali, who did pretty decent today, hit the post in the 47th minute. I think his passing was pretty decent, and he just got unlucky and hit the post. Really close to scoring his first Milan goal, and that would have been a beauty. And this was the game to do it, but Sandro Tonali was unlucky, hit the post in the 47th minute. And then from there, I guess the game just kind of got boring. It was just the back and forth and no real clear opportunities. Saelmakers would come off the bench in the 75th minute. He had an okay game. He kind of looked tired. But the right call and the right substitution for Padre Pioli, because minutes later, after being introduced to the pitch, Samu Castillejo, who replaced Saelmakers, ended up scoring with his first touch. Again, literally the same play that was, done at Celtic where Castillejo scored, repeated itself. Hauge with the hockey assist, Rebic, I believe it was Rebic with the assist, and Castillejo with the finish. Milan go up 2-1 in the 77th minute. What more do we need? 2-0 up. 77th minute, and looks like we're about to clear this game, get a clean sheet, but hold your horses. Sampdoria would pull a goal back by Ekdal in the 82nd minute. Again, we have touched on this before, prior in the beginning of the season. Set pieces are not our greatest strong suit. There's a corner kick, the ball comes in, Hakan not defending, nobody's really aware, and the ball ends up in the back of the net some way, somehow. Donnarumma furious, because obviously hoping for the clean sheet, but Sampdoria pulled one back. And this is where you start to get scared, because it's the 82nd minute. There's still time to pull an equalizer, and Sampdoria definitely would be looking for a draw instead of a loss. Krunic would come on to replace Hakan in the 90th minute, and at this point, Sampdoria was trying everything in their possible power to try to get a goal back. They almost got one back. Thorsby was honestly the man who almost scored, and yeah, Sampdoria just didn't capitalize on the free header that they had in the dying embers of the game, and Milan win 2-1. Lucky, but I'll take it. Difficult game. No Zlatan, no Benacer, no Leao, no Kier. Some of our best and most important players, but we still managed to win, and we still get the job done. Again, fight to win mentality. This is the mentality that we need. We're building something here. We're really building something here. At the end of the game, here are the stats. 63% possession from Milan, 13 shots, 6 on target. Milan deserved to win. Sampdoria didn't capitalize on their opportunities, and Milan won. That's 3 points. We're now 5 points ahead of the pack at the top of the table with 10 games. If we can keep playing like this, who knows what'll happen. I'm not saying we're gonna win a Scudetto yet, because it's a bit early, but if we can stay this consistent as we have since the coronavirus pandemic break, we could be in for an upset. We could be that Leicester City of this year for Serie A. Don't quote me on that one, but hey, it could happen. Again, Padre Pioli made the right substitutions, made the right calls. He's really been some with his team, celebrating with his team off the pitch. That just shows you the amount of camaraderie that is on this team. Like I said, Pioli has created a bond with these players. They're like a family. They all fight for each other. Everybody steps up to the plate when they're called. If not, somebody else steps up, and somebody picks the slack, and there's nobody's thrown under the bus. It's a team. There's no I in team, which I love. So, yeah, really good position to be in. We have Sparta Prague. We can rest players because we have already qualified for the round of 32. So yeah, we're gonna throw in a bunch of rotational players, let them get some minutes, and rest our other players, and then focus on the next game that we have. So overall, good win for Milan. Satisfied. Again, 5 points clear of Serie A. It is what it is. We move. That's all I have for you guys. Forza Milan and peace.